welcome to Blessed Violence.
Oh, yeah. Blessed Violence.
And welcome to this episode of Blessed Violence. We are going to talk about UFC Fight Night Rosenstruck versus Almeida. And I thought, even though when I initially saw this card, I thought it was going to be a weak card, I thought it ended up being a pretty good card.
It was pretty strong.
We said this one was going to be stacked. Like, we said this card was stacked.
Did we?
Yeah.
I thought
100%.
It was in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is not far from where I...
Look at the names on it. Anthony Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We said it was stacked.
I remember now. It's when this card was first introduced. It didn't have a lot of these guys on here. It just had the main event, which was Rosenstruck and Almeida.
Yeah.
And I have a buddy who lives just 4 hours, I think, away from Charlotte. And I said, hey, you going to get tickets? He said, no, the main event's not strong enough. And I actually had another buddy that went and was live in person. He said it was a phenomenal experience. Him and his wife went. So, but I thought the card showed out. I mean, you had a lot of finishes. I think there was one decision on the main card. Am I wrong about that?
Let's see.
I think the only decision was Anthony Smith and Johnny Walker. Yeah, it was on the main card. And then you had a lot of finishes there on the prelims. Matt Brown now has tied for the most knockouts in UFC history.
As a welterweight.
Do you know who he's tied with?
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis. He is tied with Derek Lewis. He landed a nice clean shot on Court McGee to put him out. Y'all's boy Chase Sherman lost, as I said he would, but it was a lot closer of a fight than I thought. The odds were very bad on that one. But Chase Sherman. Lost.
Sherman looked horrible.
Yeah, he did. He might have got around in there, maybe
tough.
not. But Brian Battle, 14. I know we're talking about the prelims a little bit. But Brian Battle knocks out Gabe Green in
got a haircut
first
too.
14 seconds. Yeah, he cut his hair off and bleached it. He looks totally different. Don't know if he's trying to, what is the word I'm looking for? Is he trying to
make a new name for himself or what?
Is he trying to, what in the world? Why
Rebrand?
No. I was going to add something to say about Tony Ferguson because he kind of reminds me of Tony Ferguson a little bit. Is he trying to? I don't know. I can't remember the word now. It's just slipped my mind. But that was a really just funny fight because Gabe Green came out, kind of guns a-blazing, and they were Brian Battle backed up against the fence and they were swinging at each other.
It was 14 seconds into the fight.
Yeah, and Brian Battle just caught him right on the jaw with a nasty right. I mean, he dropped and it was over. So. Yeah, Brian Battle is going to make a name for himself. Yeah, I mean it was close, but not. It was definitely in the favor of Gabe Green. So
Gabe Green kind of wasn't smart about it.
No, he went in with forward pressure and he was trying to back Brian Battle up against the fence, but you don't do it by just throwing crazy stuff, And it was good prelims. So it led us into a great main card. So let's recap that main card. Starting off with Alex Morano getting it done against Tim Means. What a guillotine chokehold he grabbed a hold of there.
Oh, yeah. Spinning back fist into guillotine.
Yeah.
It was a pretty close fight.
I thought it was close.
Tim Means was taking him down, though, and one of those takedowns caused him to get finished.
Yeah. Well, Alex Moreno did a spinning back fist. Tim Means shot in for a takedown, and he just locked up that neck. Tim Means left it out there. I mean, here's the thing, and I guess I don't know if it comes with experience or even an experienced fighter would have got caught with that. Tim Means probably was not thinking, I need to protect my neck. This guy's doing a spinning back fist. I'm going to catch him.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think you could argue the first round either way. I don't know how many takedowns Tim Means got there in the first round.
None. 0.
You got none? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was very close striking-wise. I mean, just seven strikes to differential, so it was a very close fight. But like I said, that spinning back fist turned into...
That's weird. Based off the striking numbers, I had, it looks like Means was winning that first round, but I think I had it Morano.
That's what I'm saying. It was pretty close. I think I might have had it Morano, too, because I think Tim Means went in for takedowns and they got stuffed.
Yeah.
I give people points for stuffing takedowns, even when it's close. So he negated the wrestling, even though he had 7 more strikes. But
interesting.
We don't know what those 7 more strikes were. Were they just little, jabs?
Yeah, it matters what power, how damaging they are.
Right,
I mean, damage is important.
Strikes.
So, okay, well,
They count everything as a significant strike these days.
That is true.
Well, not 2 of the strikes. Ooh. Look, total strikes 34, significant strikes 32.
Well,
2 of them were not significant.
I thought it was close, like you said, but I think I was giving the first round to Morano anyways.
Yeah.
But then he didn't need the judges. He got it done. He sealed it. So I think Alex Morano, his record is like really pretty. I think he lost not long ago, but he's got a okay. Well, never mind. He's 23-8. So that's not.
I think he's
got horrible.
I think he's got some hype behind him though.
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, okay, he lost to Poinseneblo. He beat Selzenberger. I'm trying to think. I thought he fought somebody. I thought he fought like Nate Diaz or something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Cerrone.
So maybe I'm thinking of Cerrone. He beat Cowboys Cerrone. He fought Anthony Pettis. Okay, well, he's fought a lot of guys. He doesn't go to decision very much. I say that.
And then the very next one's decision.
Yeah, the 2 there.
Yeah.
Well.
It is a good win for him then.
Yeah, it's a good win. He got it done. I think Tim Means is on a 2-fight losing streak now. He's gotten finished his last 2 fights. If it's the same guy I'm thinking of.
32, 15, and 1.
He's got a lot of experience in the octagon.
Goodness. He's on a losing streak.
He's lost his last 3.
Yeah.
Let's see. His last 3. He is
39.
He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Maybe he wants one more fight to get one more knockout to just say he has the most knockouts in the UFC.
No, Tim Means wouldn't have it. No, that's Matt Brown.
Is it Matt? Oh, yeah, it's Matt Brown.
Yeah, Matt Brown's the one that done that.
It was 1 down.
Yeah. Well, hats off to
Morano.
Yeah. He got it done, and he got it done with he get a crazy move and ended up working out for him. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
Just grab that neck. Speaking of getting choked in the neck, I know this is kind of off topic of the fights. One guy was talking to Daniel Cormier and said, no one's ever submitted you. He said, yeah, you want to know why? Because I have no neck. And you could see, I mean, DC's like this, right? And you can't choke something that's not there. So
his neck is like 2 inches long.
Yeah. And his arms are short and stuff. So, yeah, he's never been submitted. But, anyways, on the next fight, caller Yulberg and Pateria. So
yeah, sure.
Pateria, thanks. I'm getting
Yulberg. Pateria.
This fight finished quick, too.
I had Olberg in this. Like, going into it, I thought Olberg was going to win, and that's what happened.
Yeah, there was 18 strikes thrown total between 2 guys. I mean, it kind of
first round.
He knocked him out.
He came in like he was like charging in, and he got clipped, right? Oh, he got punched. It was behind the ear.
Yeah, he got caught. He got caught behind the ear, and it just shut his lights out. So yeah, I'd never heard of either one of these guys before. Like, I don't know how.
This guy trains with Izzy.
Okay, so
yeah,
how did they make it onto the?
I think
the main card then, and Charlotte. Hold on, scroll down real quick. Look at the odds. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's huge.
Wow,
I thought it was the other way around. I was like, man, the underdog.
That wasn't before the fight though.
Yeah, it was. These are pre-fight odds. They change throughout the fight.
Huh.
Yeah,
these are pre-fight odds.
I was saying, no way they just stacked the card up with odds like this.
I mean, this one's more normal. And then you got... That's pretty far.
That's
pretty... That's
even.
And then look at the top one.
Goodness.
Which that's crazy to me, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. But
okay.
Yeah, I didn't know much about either one of these guys, to be honest with you. Still don't really know much about them besides Yulberg trains with Izzy.
Yeah.
The other one guy's from the Ukraine, the other guy's from New Zealand. You can kind of tell the guy from New Zealand with his tat, he has some tribal tattage on his chest. But
this is like the second fight of his I've seen.
Okay, this is not his first fight in the UFC. Click on him. Let's see the winner. Let's get his history real quick. He's 9-1.
He's fresh.
He is pretty fresh. It's a pretty record though. 9-1.
He's probably got a couple fights in the UFC.
Let's see.
Or all of his fights are in the UFC.
Okay, he lost his first fight by knockout.
2021.
And then he's been on a rager ever since with 4 wins and 3 of those being stoppages, 1 being unanimous decision. Wow.
I think what happens is...
all in the first round, too. Look at that. All stoppages in the first round.
Yeah.
That's
like, crazy.
How old is he?
He's got to be like...
32.
He's in his prime. Okay.
Yeah.
He's in his prime, 32. It's not bad.
I think what happens is once he starts to make his way into the top 15, top 10, then he'll start making a name for himself, start generating fans. Yeah, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Those New Zealand fans are getting, New Zealand, Australian, I kind of lump those together. They're kind of getting big right now. I mean, you have Izzy and Volk, who are huge stars in the game right now.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah, they're...
I believe Ihor is pretty hyped, too.
Weight, 220.
I guess that's his, walking around weight.
I guess.
Pretty impressive for a light heavyweight to only have to cut 15 pounds.
I feel like that's nothing for a fighter.
No, it's. I mean, sometimes fighters just go to the bathroom and lose that. But those guys be in a sauna bathroom with 3 sweatsuits on. So, no, hats off to him, man. He got it done on a main card of a fight night in Charlotte. So, what this other guy? What do we know about him? The guy that got knocked out.
Let's find out.
He's 20-4. Wow, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I've seen this guy before.
Okay, well,
this is his 3rd fight.
Yeah, he beat Shogun Rua. But Shogun Rua was also beat him in January. Wow, that's a big turnaround to fight within twice in 5 months. And he fought.
Yeah.
Oh, he got knocked out his first fight in the UFC.
He got knocked out and then went back and knocked someone else out. And then got knocked out again.
Wow.
Knocked out.
Well, you can say this guy has not spent that much time in the octagon. So.
Well, he's 20-4.
Yeah, he has that's what I'm saying, in UFC octagon. When I say the octagon, I'm talking about the UFC's octagon.
He's 26.
Young, though, man. I think he looks older. He's my age.
Wow.
I thought he was older. Looking at him there, he does look young. Okay, well. Maybe he'll bounce back in the UFC. He's a pretty exciting guy. So, let's talk about the co-main event real quick before we get into what I think are the better fights of the main card.
Yeah.
So, Johnny Walker, who I thought he was going to. Who did I call to win this fight? I think I said.
You probably said Walker.
You said Walker.
I think I said Johnny Walker. If I have to go back and
He
listen.
was 1 strike away.
I think Johnny Walker dominated the fight. I had it 30-27 for him.
Yeah.
Anthony Smith just don't look the same.
I think they were both hitting each other with pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Piecing each other up at times. But Anthony Smith, I think he just tired out. At the end, he was getting slow.
34.
He's from Corpus Christi. I always forget he's from Texas. He is 34. He's just not been the same. I mean, he
needs to change something.
Yeah.
Because, I think it's too early for him to retire.
Yeah, 34 is not old.
It's too early for him to retire. He needs to change something up.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. I love Anthony Smith though, man. I have a lot of respect for him, just knowing how he grew up. But then also he fought on my wedding day. So when I got married, me and my groomsmen, yeah, that's what they're called. We were all sitting in there watching the fight while we got ready in 5 minutes, but the wedding didn't start until 2, and we were just sitting in there. It was over in Sweden. He fought Gus. He ended up submitting Gus in the 4th round. That was.
And you still didn't pick him to win.
I did not, because I've seen him in recent fights. I mean, go click and see how many he's lost.
He's on a losing streak.
No, he won his last one before this.
Really?
Thought.
I think so.
No. He got finished by
Oh, he beat Spann.
He beat Ryan Spann. He beat Jimmy Crute. I think he beat Clark, and he lost to Rakic. Anthony Smith is very active, though. I give him that. He lost to Glover Teixeira. There it is, June 1st, 2019. That's man, he had a huge turnaround when he lost to Jones in March of 2019. He went back in June. That's a pretty quick turnaround. I remember when he beat Oezdemir. He was on like a rage, man, through there. He lost to Thiago Santos. We're getting to some old fights now. Back in
2017. I think we're going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. But, he's got to change something up. But getting on to the winner, I think Johnny Walker, because was this Johnny Walker's first fight back from the crazy knockout against Jamal Hill?
This is like his second or third.
Yeah, it is, because he
beat Craig.
He beat Kutulabe. He beat Paul Craig. Okay, so he's had now 3 fights.
Yeah.
Since. So, everybody was kind of nervous for Johnny Walker because he dropped
his chin.
He lost against Jamal Hill. He lost against Thiago Santos. He knocked out Ryan Spann, which is pretty impressive. He lost to Krylov. I think he might have lost to Corey Anderson, too. Maybe he won that one. But people were getting nervous because he had there for a little bit, he had a bit of a hype train behind him to being like, this guy's the next John Jones. He's going to be dethrone John Jones. And then he went in. I want to say he got knocked out by Corey Anderson. I'm not 100% sure, and it doesn't tell us on here. But then he lost to Krylov. Yeah, check. I want to see if he actually won or lost that fight.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh, you're not.
It's just a Fight Pass ad.
Yeah, not trying to do that.
Open the new ad or new tab.
Is it follow live?
No. Hate this.
I think I go to follow live and it'll take you to the stats.
Okay. Oh, we need to
scroll all the way back down.
No,
yeah, it's one more.
It's right here. Follow live. If this isn't it, I give up. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's Masvidal versus Diaz. Nope, he got knocked out by Corey Anderson. And he got dominated. Look at that.
Oh, that was he got destroyed.
Yeah, that was
he only landed 1 of 3 punches.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. So a lot of people were worried about Johnny Walker, but now he's on a 3-fight winning streak, and after the fight he went out into the crowd and talked to Jamal Hill, which I don't think he is going to get a title shot anytime soon. I think he's going to have to fight someone. I mean, he's ranked 7th right now. He'll probably move up to 5 after his defeat or his victory, over Anthony Smith. But, I mean, he got finished by Krylov, so can you justify jumping him over him? We don't know. But when he starts fighting those guys, Rakic, Blachowicz, Ankalaev,
that's where it's going to start getting hard.
Prohaska, that's going to be...
Johnny Walker will probably move up to 5th or 6th.
Yeah. I mean, any of those guys up in the top.
Either that or Anthony Smith is moving down to 7, and then these 2 guys are bumping up 1.
Yeah. I could probably see that. But with he's fighting any of those guys top 4, that's a hard day in the office. So but he got it done. He can celebrate for now. He can celebrate his victory, and good to see Johnny Walker back into we saw a different Johnny Walker, though. We saw a patient, tactical Johnny Walker, which really helped him out. And I think
he was waiting for
W.
Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Hold on.
He defended the takedown really well against Smith. So, all right, the fight that I was pretty excited to talk about is
this one.
Ian Gary finishes Daniel Rodriguez, which is a big deal. I mean, I thought Ian was winning the fight anyways, but man, that head
pretty
kick
dominantly too.
Yeah, pretty big for him.
Head kick that wrapped around behind the ear. Oh, so good. Now I don't understand the whole he put in the middle name there, Machado. I don't know what that means.
Maybe that's not his middle name. Maybe that's.
But at first when he come into the UFC, it was just Ian Gary, but after his first fight, it's Ian Machado Gary. So I don't know where the Machado's coming from. But
I don't know.
Man, the guy,
he's pretty good.
I saw somebody post and says Patty the Baddie. Speaking of Patty Patty the Batty. What did it say? It said that he thinks he's as good as Ian, but has all the hype. So Ian's pretty good. Ian's gonna be ranked in the top 15 now because he knocked out the 15th guy. And D-Rod's hard to finish. Didn't he fight somebody not long ago that's like up in the top 5, top 10 now? I keep getting him.
I think
and
he
Sean
lost
Brady
his last fight,
confused.
didn't he? Yeah.
Okay.
Magny.
Yeah, he lost to Neil Magny.
I think
Kevin
he technically lost to Jingling.
Yeah, that's maybe the one I was thinking about. I think that he was
That one was the Hamzat card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought Jingling won that fight. But anyways. Yeah, D-Rod's he's hard to finish, especially knockout. When's the last time he got knocked out?
Let's see. The last time he got knocked out was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. But before that in UFC, he hadn't been knocked out from what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, he hadn't been knocked out in UFC. So,
no.
But, I mean, just the setup and how he did it was just so phenomenal.
Yeah. Hasn't been knocked out.
And he looked good, man.
36.
Yeah, he looked really good. So, Ian Gary's young, too. I think he's younger, and he's y'all's age. I think he's your age. Ethan, I think he's like 22.
25.
Okay,
he's your age.
He's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's still young. I mean, my goodness.
182.
He walks around 182, so he cuts 12 pounds.
Wow.
It's not bad. So, yeah, I think next fight we're going to see him fight somebody in the top 15, and I'm pumped to see this guy fight somebody again in the top 15 because he fought D-Rod, knocked him out. He's 12-0. And
he's a pretty good striker.
We've not seen his grappling, though. We know in the welterweight division, you start getting up at the top, you have the Kamaru Usmans and the Bilal Muhammads and the Kobe Covingtons. So when you got
the thing
is,
Bilal beats you by outstriking you. I don't think he outstrikes Ian Gary.
No, but he'll switch up his game plan and go for a takedown. 'Cause that's what he did against Sean Brady. Because, I mean, they traded a little bit, and he would take him down, and he ended up finishing him on the feet. But I think it's because he made him worried. So
I don't like Bilal.
I don't either. Bilal, remember the name, which people say remember the decision. But I'm so happy for Ian McGarry, though. I'm so happy for Ian
It's hard
McGarry.
to remember his name.
Yeah. All right, the main event of these and
What'd you say?
The main event of the evening. I was starting to say Rosenstruck. Yeah, but it didn't. So Rosenstruck versus Almeida. Almeida gets it done pretty dominantly, takes him down,
and held him down. He gave up 30 pounds.
And held him down.
And still held it. Yeah.
Dude, look at that guy. Look at Almeida. He's a heavyweight. He's
built.
He's a
lean heavyweight. Old Rosenstruck's a thick heavyweight.
Yeah.
But he didn't let Rosenstruck land any of those power shots. So he made Rosenstruck fight his game plan. Wow. Rosenstruck landed 3 of 6 punches.
Since all these bars are solid blue.
Yeah.
Except for the total strikes.
Yeah, Almeida came in dominated. And what was he ranked 12th? And Rosenstruck was 7th. So we'll see him bump up to 7th in the rankings.
But who did Rosenstruck fight last? Because I don't remember seeing him fight in a very long time.
Let's see. Heavyweight, Almeida is 12.
Yeah.
Fought 9.
Click on Rosenstruck. I thought he had a win last time.
I think he did.
Biggie boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Chris Dawkins. Yeah. He lost to Volk.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost to Curtis Blades.
Okay, had a little win there, and then
yeah. So he's been kind of he's kind of been.
It's been back and forth.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Francis not long before that.
Yeah.
Beat DeSantos, and he got knocked out by Francis in 20 seconds. So okay, he ended up knocking out Overeem there in 2019, but yeah, so he's kind of been on a downward spiral a little bit. I feel bad for him. Almeida's not lost in the UFC. Almeida's actually before this fight, he had absorbed 9 total strikes in the UFC.
And has less hype than Hamzat.
He does. He has less. Now I think he's going to get a little bit more hype. Now he has 12. He has 12 total strikes absorbed in the UFC.
Just that's
how many
crazy.
fights has he had in the UFC? Sorry to have you keep clicking on these guys, but it's just pretty
impressive. It
impressive.
hurts my hand to click.
Sorry, 19-2.
I'm
okay.
Just kidding. He's 19-2.
Yeah. Okay, so first, second. He's undefeated in the UFC.
February 2022.
He's been out of the round one once.
But only to round 2.
Only to round 2, and he got it done by KO. Wow, he's a 3 submissions and 2 knockouts. He's never gone to a decision in the UFC. That'll probably change in his next fight.
He's undefeated.
And he just fought, what, number 7?
He fought number 7.
9.
No, was it 9?
It was 9.
Oh, well, then he'll bump up to 9. I thought it was 7.
Well,
no, that was Johnny Walker that we were talking about.
You're right. It was 9.
No, Johnny Walker's light heavyweight.
Yeah, but I switched the numbers.
Number 7.
Okay.
Wow, so if he bumps up to 9, man, you got Spivak there, you got Volkov there. He wants Tuivasa. I know he said that's a good fight. Good fight. 6 and 9 tied to Tuivasa. But once you get up in that top 5, that's deep. Aspinall, Blades, Miocic, I think the future champion Pavlovich, and then you got Serial gone. So I know it's just funny.
All right.
But yeah, well, good event. A lot of finishes, which we want to see, and that means it ended early, which we watched it late anyways because we were busy. Ethan graduated from college, so congratulations there to our tech guy Ethan, who has his mechanical engineering degree.
Yes.
So let's move on to some news. What we got this week, gentlemen?
Tommy Boy Aspinall.
Yeah, our boy is back.
Yeah,
fighting
back.
Marquine Tybura.
That is going to be
that is
wild.
That's established or for sure happening, right?
Yes.
All right.
MMA Junkie put it out for July 22nd.
Which it's really, I feel like that's early.
That is early, and they're going back to London. They're going back to London. Fight night in London. Tom's going to be the headliner against Tybura.
How long has it been since his injury?
When did he fight Curtis Blades? Let's see here. Let's see. I
can look it up right here. Tom Aspinall. July 2022.
He's coming back within a year, literally almost a year today. Because the day he's fighting on July 22nd. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Somebody said, bro, if we keep getting these weak main events, IDK, how I can go on. That guy's an idiot. That's not even true. This guy says I would KO both of them in your dreams. Tom, I only fight in London Aspinall. No, it's because UFC says Tom's a huge star in London, so let's make bank.
Why are people hating on Tom?
Dana, you've been come with banger announcements, and you dropped this. What?
Oh my!
I feel like that's a
you
pretty
kidding
good.
Me?
Oh my!
What is up with the UFC fans?
Casuals. It is casuals. And Tiberius is on a streak. He's won 7 of his last 8. So if Tom gets it done here, it's going to be pretty big. Wow, now I'm just looking at all the stinking things. All the comments, stupid comments. Well, wow. That is really soon, a year after a gruesome injury like that. But, good job.
I want to see Curtis Blades and Tom run it back, but that's not going to happen unless, champ status or something.
Yeah, unless it's a number 1 contender on the line. So
yeah,
we got UFC 298 on August 19th in Boston. They're targeting Jamal Hill to make his first title defense against none other Yuri Prochazka.
That guy hasn't defended his title yet.
Yeah, they're trying to get this one for Boston too, but I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's going to be that quick a turnaround for Aljo. Aljo and Sean O'Malley, they're trying to target for if I could start training next week, it's possible to fight in August. Everyone gets a minimum suspension of 7 days after they fight. I don't know how long of a medical suspension Aljo got after going 5 rounds, at least 30. And so I don't see him fighting on August 19th. I can see him fighting in September, maybe October.
That fight will probably happen at the end of this year.
Yeah, later in the year I could see that happening, but
which I am here for that.
I am too. I think that's going to be a great fight. I think people are doubting Sean way more than what they should. Way more than what they should. We talked about Matt Brown breaking or tying 13 KOs. Impressive.
Francis is teasing that he got something's in the works of a deal.
That date's tomorrow.
So we'll find out tomorrow.
So we will find out tomorrow, and we'll talk about it next week if there is a thing. I like the guy's comment, Walmart with Greg Hardy. You guys see Greg Hardy's working at Walmart now? He deserves it. He absolutely deserves it.
That's hilarious.
After the kind of guy he is. Let's see what else we got. Did we talk about that one last time? RDA versus Vicente Luque.
I don't think we did.
Oh, there's a fight night on my birthday? Where's that at?
What, August 12th?
Yeah. Can we get the date for that?
Let's find out.
It's not on ESPN.
Keep it going.
July. It's not on UFC either.
Maybe come to Dallas.
That.
Even though there's a big boxing event going on the weekend beforehand with Nate Diaz and what's his face, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
That's a great main event though. I'd love to watch that in person.
Yeah.
Oh, Kamaru Usman and Chimaev getting a little chippy. The Czech and the
sounds like Usman wants Chimaev, and I feel like if Usman wants Chimaev, they'll give him Chimaev.
Is it going to be at 170 or is it going to be at a catch weight? Can Chimaev make 170?
No.
He's saying he's middleweight, so.
No,
I don't know.
He can't make it.
I don't think he can make 170 again either. I think he needs to stay at 185.
His doctors are going to get involved again.
Here's my thing with Kamaru. Do I think he could win the championship at 170? Absolutely. Go up to 185. But he won't do it against Izzy unless they're offering buku's amount of money. I would love to see Kamaru at 185. Maybe this fight is at 185. That would be nuts.
That would be nuts.
That's what
I don't think Kamaru goes up to 185.
Not with Izzy being the champion.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
As long as Izzy's there, he's not moving up.
Yeah. This is a hard fight for Chimaev. He definitely can't fight the way he fought against Burns because Usman will put his lights out if he does. If he gets caught like he did against Burns, those few times he's getting his lights put out. And Usman's wrestling is top notch as well. So I want to see this fight though.
It'd be interesting.
I want to see it at 185. Also want to see Chimaev and Paulo Costa, but Paulo Costa I think is fighting somebody else.
O'Malley rewatch.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I had it 3-2 Cejudo. If I went back and watched it, might be different, but
let's see.
Holly Holm and Sylvia's fighting.
Bueno
Silva is fighting July 15th. It's a good little fight there. Talked about our boy.
I think that's it because we talked about all this.
Yeah, we talked about Yeah, we hit that fight announcement too. Sarakman, is that how you say it? Sarukian and Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Joaquim.
That's pretty good. Scroll down a little bit more. Let's make sure. We've covered.
Because this is about the last fight night. Oh, didn't mean to click on that.
This is PFL, but did you see if you scroll up that 7 fighters failed a drug test?
Oh, yeah.
4 fighters. Yeah. Sorry, 4 fighters. Thiago Santos, ex-UFC. Christoph Jocko. Yeah, Jocko, former UFC. 2 other guys, I have no clue. But tested positive for banned substances. So,
did they think they can go to the PFL and be like,
I don't know.
Hey, I can get away with this stuff now?
I have no clue. I hate that for Thiago Santos. I hope it's something like weird. Like, I hope it's not like he was taking steroids.
Like he ate too much bread the day before or something.
Something like that, you know.
Because
I have a lot of respect for that guy. he's probably the closest fight with John Jones I've ever seen, and he's still left on a stretcher. It's crazy. But all right, let's go into our predictions for next week's UFC Fight Night. All right, what do we got next week? We got Mackenzie Dern and Angela Hill. I don't know who else is on the card.
Let's see. View fight card. Hold on. Give me a second.
Come on now.
Edmund Shabazian is on there against Anthony Hernandez. That's a pretty good fight there.
Okay.
Joaquin Buckley.
I want him to win.
I do too.
He needs
one. The guy he's fighting is no scrub, though. That'll be a good fight. Michael Johnson and Diego Ferreira is fighting. Let's go Michael Johnson, you veteran boy. You need to get that done. Let's see. Latifi is on the prelims? That's crazy. I remember when he was up top. Chase Hooper, the son of Ben Askren, is fighting. See how he does. He's coming off a loss. And then that's about it. I don't really know any of the other people. But watch the fight nights, because people that are stars now once upon a time fought on the fight nights. So we'll see that. I'm just going to predict the first one.
Yeah.
Even though I'm excited to see Edmund Shabazian back, I'm not going to predict his fight.
Let's see.
I'm going to go with the grappling heavier fighter here, and that's Mackenzie Dern. I think she gets it done by submission, though. I don't see a finish. If there is going to be a finish, I see it being submission by Dern, but that's about it. A lot of Angela Hill fights go to...
Wait, she had the... did she have the crazy knockout?
I don't think so. If you check back...
I don't know.
She's had some...
No,
I mean, look, it's just all decisions. Angela Hill will...
decision you.
Like, she'll go to... and she loses a lot of them, but a lot of them, I think...
Is she the Bilal of the women's division?
Well, no, because she doesn't win a lot of the decisions. Mackenzie Dern is coming off a loss. Majority decision. It was a close.
Decision.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
Submission,
there's one
decision.
submission, decision, sub. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, history's the best projection of the future, and we're going to get a decision on Saturday night when Mackenzie Dern wins.
Probably.
Most likely.
Yeah, I'm going. I don't know if you guys.
I'd go for Mackenzie Dern.
Just how grappling heavy she is. I don't think Angela Hill can stop the takedown. So I think it's going to be 5 rounds of Angela Hill trying to get up.
I agree.
Or it could be close in some rounds, but I see Mackenzie Dern at least winning 3 of the 4.
I like how they give you the option to expand, but when you click on it, it does nothing.
Come on, UFC. Update that website.
It's off.
Edmund
you can't expand
Shabazian,
it yet.
That's going to be a good one.
Once the fights happen, you can expand it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's going after the stats.
No.
That's how it shows the stats, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how it shows the stats, but... like,
that guy right there.
If you go here, still not doing it. Like, sometimes it'll show, it'll say last fight, win, or loss. And it'll show you their reach.
Oh, yeah.
So go back to the previous page you're on.
That
guy right there that's fighting Kaikar France is definitely... Where's he from?
Iraq.
He's the Iraqi version of Mike Perry. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks just like Mike Perry. Just like Mike Perry. So, anyways, having our fun. Don't forget, go to our Instagram page, Blessed Violence Podcast. Follow us, like our post. Also, we are now on YouTube, as you're seeing us here.
Well, if you're not on YouTube, you're not seeing it.
Yeah, so go to our YouTube page. That is Blessed Violence Podcast as well. And subscribe to us there, and then listen to us on iHeartRadio and Spotify. Thank you for joining this episode of Blessed Violence Podcast. We'll be back with a recap of UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Hill, and we'll talk about the next fight coming up, which is Kaikara France versus, what's the guy's name? I forgot it. Scroll up for me. Albiza. So that'll be a good fight. So join us again for next week's episode.